You've probably never heard of this amiibo game. Amiibo have been around for a while now, first debuting in 2014. And while we never got the dedicated game for amiibo in the style of Disney Infinity and Skylanders that I had always hoped and dreamed of, there have still been tons of games for us to use the figures across. For most games, amiibo provide incentives, small bonuses that can assist you or even serve a substantial role. There were some games that even outright required amiibo to play to begin with, but thankfully those were usually free. And then there was this. This is amiibo ? More commonly referred to as Amiibo Lottery. I came across this app while looking at other software to install on my 3DS, don't worry about how, and it quickly piqued my interest. As an avid amiibo collector, it's cool to come across a relatively unknown piece of software after all these years. How come there's virtually no information about it anywhere on the internet? Is this the amiibo game I've been dreaming of? The short answer? No. I'm not even sure you could call this a game. This app is compatible only with the new 3DS systems. It can't be installed on old 3DS systems. Even if you have the wireless adapter, the game won't work on a console without the amiibo functionality built directly into the bottom screen. According to the little information I could find about this game on the models resource, the app was just found on the eShop servers. It's also been called Amiibo Lottery Application for over-the-counter demo, and the earliest information I could find about it goes back to 2016, just 2 years after Amiibo debuted. It's believed to be a special app for stores to test and demonstrate amiibo functionality on the new 3DS models. Launching up the app, you're presented with the blue options screen. There are 5 different settings here: Information, Mode Setting, Save Data, Clear Save Data, and BGM setting. Information brings up a list of all the times a prize has been earned, which you'll notice for now is 0 because we haven't even used the app yet. Mode setting allows you to pick how often a prize can be earned with 3 different options: single, where it'll always be the same; ratio, where you can set the odds of pulling a certain prize; and quantity, where you can pick how many of each prize can be earned. And I know we didn't talk about what the prizes are, but we will. Then there's Save Data, which, you guessed it, saves your data, and Clear Save Data also does exactly what you'd expect. The last setting is BGM setting, which allows you to toggle the music that plays within the app on or off. The settings are obviously very plain, so let's get into the app itself. Once we're past the settings, here's where the fun begins, sorta. First things first, let's appreciate the funky music for a second. The main menu has a perpetually spinning 3D model of the Super Mario question block on top, as well as the amiibo logo above it. You can't tell on this video, but on devices that support the 3D feature of the 3DS, the question block actually pops out. This is all on top of the generic amiibo background used in many promotional materials, featuring silhouettes of Mario, Bowser, Link, Samus, Tom Nook, and Pikmin. The bottom screen features the NFC icon surrounded by a pulsating circle. It's begging for you to tap a figure onto the screen, and that's where we're going to put them. As I mentioned earlier, this app only works on 3DS models beginning with the new prefix, so it wouldn't even make much sense to use the wireless amiibo adapter. Moving on, here's where we'll get the prizes. The prizes are coins, medallions if you will. You can get up to 6 different coins: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Toad, and Bowser. And what do the coins do? Nothing. They aren't saved anywhere, and really it's not something you'd ever need to keep too. You could save it in the settings, but honestly, why would you? It doesn't do anything. You can't even view them once they're gone. You just have to tap another figure and see if you can get it again. The coins themselves are random and not connected to the amiibo figure you tap, so a Mario figure could earn you a Bowser coin, or a Peach figure could get you a Luigi coin. It doesn't even have to be a Mario figure that you tap. You can use figures from other lines like Super Smash Bros. Or Shovel Knight. You can use any amiibo. As long as it can be read, you're getting a coin. But do note that you can't scan the same amiibo multiple times in a session. You'd have to restart the app. I don't think this was ever made available publicly, but maybe in one of the new Nintendo 3DS store displays, there would have been an amiibo for people to come by and scan. Messing around with the settings allows you to select how many and which coins can be earned, so it would have been up to the retailer to determine one's winning odds. So yeah, that's really it for Amiibo Lottery. I guess the reason there's a surprisingly little amount of information pertaining to this app online is because there's not much going on. It was never available for public download, which makes sense, and from what I can tell, this wasn't even used in stores either. This definitely would have just been a tool to use and not really anything useful for the average consumer at home. Maybe if you were trying to test and see if your amiibo would still scan, but honestly if you just try to scan it and get no results, that would be a telling sign. So yeah, if you guys like this video or all things Nintendo and want to support the channel, the best way to let me know you want more fun videos like this is by leaving a like and subscribing. It really means a lot to me and shows me that this is the sort of thing you'd want to see more of. But that's all I have for today, and I'll see you guys next time.